Pastor Chris taught us many years ago. He said when they want to force you, he said you keep growing. A day will come, you will grow too big to be concealed. A day will come, you will grow too big to be intimidated. Your greatest error will happen to you when you stop growing. And you'll stop growing when you stop focusing on what God told you. Stay on course. Don't turn to the left. Don't turn to the right. One day, if God doesn't vindicate you, your results will prove that those people are not serious. I'm telling you. Too many people are not focused. Any little thing, they go off track. God told you, go to a city, raise an altar. You'll show up, somebody comes and tell you, my brother, relax. Over 4 people have come here. If I would advise you, do this, do that. And they manipulate them to live what God told them. And others come, they put fear in them. It will not work. This has happened, this has happened. Forget all of those things. Withdraw from those things. Focus on what God told you. If you fail, it's your fault. Oh. You won't go to heaven and say, is this person that made me to? Stay on track. I can't tell you enough the power of focus. If some of us were not focused, we'll not be here. Witchcraft. There's so much to say, but we don't have time. Number 4, they battle with men. After witchcraft, you now have conspiracy. Conspiracy. See, these are the things men deal with every day. And they don't know why they are not rising. They don't know why they are not making progress. It's because they either take it for granted or they didn't discern it. One of the ways Satan shuts men down is through very potent operations, programmings of conspiracy. Daniel chapter 6 verse 1 to 28. The moment the king made Daniel president of the realm, all the princes gathered against him. And they created a conspiracy around him. First of all, manipulating the king to do something that Daniel's conviction will never allow him. And before you know what was happening, they hinted the king that the guy didn't do it, so that he will be thrown to the lion's den. If you don't know the operations of conspiracy, you will be shocked too. Genesis 37 verse 12 to 36. Joseph's brothers conspired against him. Unless you are not going anywhere. If you are going somewhere, you will fight some or all of these battles. Telling you. People will just gang up against you for no reason. Sometimes they use your mistakes. Sometimes they lie against you. Sometimes they create a system that you must fall to. But by all means, they want to stop you. It's called conspiracy. A confederacy of men against you, ensuring that you don't make progress. How do you deal with it? Number 1, maintain your devotion to God. Don't join politics because of conspiracy. You will give a reason for you to fail. Even though they ganged up against Joseph, he never joined them for once. When they sinned, he will say it to the father. This and this and this is what they are doing. Don't go and become a politician because they conspired against you. You will lose, because even if you join them through politics, you are not one of them. They know. The best thing you can do for yourself is maintain your devotion. When they conspired against Daniel, the Bible said 3 times a day the man kept his devotion. Nothing changed it. And true to the plans they had, Daniel was thrown to the lion's den. But what happened? The lion suddenly couldn't eat. Because that devotion is what will save you. Many people back out on God because of conspiracy. You are in your workplace, they conspire against you. The next day you are in Babalawo's house. You will die. They conspire against you. The next thing, you are consulting with people, trying to use the ways of flesh to vindicate yourself. You can't go anywhere. The first thing to do is to maintain your devotion to God. The second thing to do is to keep your heart pure. Because if you corrupt your heart, your priesthood will become impotent. You may know who said what. Don't bother. Tell yourself it's the devil using them. No matter who, no matter what, tell yourself it's the devil using them. Keep your heart pure. Because whether God will vindicate you or not, is the texture of your heart you will consider. If your heart is affected, you have lost. That's how to fight in the midst of conspiracy. Number 3, what do you do? See a higher purpose in what is happening. If you are the least, nobody will fight you. You are being fought because you are the head. And so what do? Build a consciousness around that higher purpose and begin to function from that higher purpose. And the day will come, you will leave all your conspirators. You know what Joseph said? Much later when he met his brothers, he said, you meant it for evil. He said, God meant it for good. He sent me ahead so that I will preserve a generation. That's how to think. Don't go and do politics. Don't allow your heart to be corrupt. Stay in your devotion to God and see a higher purpose. That's how to dismantle conspiracy. A point will come when they see that you don't care, they will become threatened. And not too long, they will start fighting in their camp. Because when you start making certain progress, some people will say, oh, this guy, they move. Oh. You will notice that betrayers will begin. Some will come and tell you, is this person that said this? I don't know. Still don't join them. Say, it's where? It's where? Don't say anything. It's where? It's where? Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. The time to talk is when you become the prince of Egypt. When they come to buy food, that's when you will sit down and say, who are you? Who do you know me? That's when to talk. Some of you talk too early. You are still in Potiphar's house. You are talking. Oh God, you have not grown yet. You have not grown. Still maintain consciousness. Maintain consciousness. Some of you talk too early. You are the head of the prisoners. You are talking. Wait. Wait. The Bible said until the time that his word came. There is a time to talk. It said the word of the Lord tried him. The king sent for to lose him. Until the status of royalty come, don't speak. When that time come, they will come to you for survival. And when they come, they prove that your heart was not bitter. Help them. Don't insult them. Help them. But let there be a situation when you tell them, I am the one you threw into a pit. I'm the one you sold to the Egyptians. But you see, you thought you wanted to kill me, but God was sending me on an errand. God was sending me on an errand. That's how to function, brothers and sisters. Most of you sank in conspiracy because your heart became bitter. Don't look at Martha. Don't look at Jane. Don't look at Victor. Don't look at Gabriel. Look unto the hills, from whence cometh your help. Your help cometh from the Lord, the maker of the heavens and the earth. He will not allow your feet to be moved. Him that keepeth Israel neither sleeps nor slumbers. What I'm preaching now, see, some of you, it looks like I'm telling the story of your life, because the journey of greatness is the same. So if these things are happening to you, don't cry, brother. Celebrate. It means you are part of the great. Don't cry, brother. Celebrate. It means you are part of the head. You are part of the leaders. You are part of the champion. But there is a technology of wisdom and discernment. Over my life, oh Yahweh. Over my life, oh Yahweh. Only you be praised. Let